everybody, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. And sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. You know, stuff happens. I just do this for fun. I've never really had an uploading schedule, so sorry, but I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna upload a lot more after this. But I actually did film this video last week, and I edited it and then I deleted it. So that was a whoops. Um, but I am filming as you can tell by the title, a makeup tutorial slash get ready with me, I don't really know, um, for the makeup that I do when I go to youth group. I do the same, pretty much the same eye look. It turns out a little bit different every time just because, you know, that's how things work. Um, but yeah, so I change up the lipstick, that's about it. So just like a heads up, if I'm looking up, you're right against my mirror. So, also my phone is right there for better lighting. Um, so if I'm looking up, it's into my mirror, and then I've got like a bunch of compact mirrors that I use. I use a lot of mirrors, so just, you know, bear with me. I forgot to wet my beauty blender, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, got it. Sorry. Had to do that real quick. But I actually start on my eyes, just so if there's any fallout, then, you know, it's not in your foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. This is my favorite palette. Also pretty much like the only one I use. I have a couple, but this is like my main one that I use. So, first you start with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just like all over your lids. I have it sitting. You know, I'm not going to explain everything. So, you know, you just take it and put it on your eyelid, because this, it just makes your eyeshadow stick and kind of, I feel like it makes it look a bit more pigmented and, like, vibrant, but I might just be imagining that, but it makes it last longer, stick better, blend better. Overall, it's a good thing to have, but you don't need it. I did my eye makeup for a very long time without getting this, but I do see a difference, so it is recommended, but, you know, it's expensive, so, and then you just kind of like blend it in with your ring finger, because, I learned from Elizabeth Olsen, I think it was a, Vogue video of her doing her makeup, that she blends it with her ring finger because it's the least strong of all your fingers, and it makes less wrinkles. She said she learned that from Paul Bettany. So, you know what? And Mark Ruffalo, I think she said. So, you know, I do whatever the Avengers tell me to do, so. And excuse, like, blending faces, obviously, but, like, literally everyone watching this knows that struggle. I'm gonna grab a brush. Which brush is it? Where's my brush? This one. As you can see, all the powder flying out of it. This is the brush I use like every single week. Get rid of that brush. So, you're gonna go in with the shade Turn On and put it, in the first 2/3 of your lid. So not all over your lid, but pretty much. And you kind of want to follow the natural shape of your eye, because this is a bit of a, like, not supernatural, but, supernatural. Not like, you know, I wouldn't say it's a natural look, but it's kind of softer glam, I guess. So just kind of like pack it on to get, you know, the most color payoff. And it's kind of, you know, like a rounded shape. Just follow the shape of your eye. My eyes are kind of like lizard eyes, so that like when I open them and just like look forward, you don't really see my eyelid. So you kind of just follow your eyelid, and then we're going to be blending brown in the crease. So it kind of changes the shape of your eye. But yeah, so you just pack it on both eyes, try and make the shapes like, you know, about the same so it looks normal. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you have that color on both of your eyes, or you know, if you're just doing one eye at a time, but I recommend both. That way you can kind of make sure you got the same shapes going. Then you're gonna take, just on the same brush, like it doesn't matter, the shade Young Love. It's this like kind of shimmery pink. And you're gonna tap off your brush and take that, not too much, but you know, whatever, and then put it in the rest of your lid and kind of blend the two. So yeah, it's, you just kind of like put it on there. You can put more of this if you want it to be pinkier, or more of turn on if you want it to be more of a champagne rose gold color. That's why I said this eye look kind of turns out differently every time you do it, because you might add more pink, you might add more of the kind of champagne color. It all depends. But you want to make sure you blend it really well so it looks kind of seamless, I guess. And it's okay if, you know, you put too much on the brush, to just place it, leave it for a sec, go to the other eye, place it, and then go back and blend it, you know? And this came in like a brush set, and it's kind of like a knockoff brush set, so it doesn't really have a name, but it's just kind of like a flat, small, packer brush. Because you're mostly packing on the color, and then after, you kind of blend it. And I just do the blending with, like, you know, the top of it, rather than the bottom or, you know, the side. Please excuse my dog. She's being disgusting, but what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna go do that on my other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you have that kind of blended, you see it's kind of like seamless, I guess. You want it to be kind of like a even transition. You're gonna grab another brush. This is kind of the same like packer brush, but it's a bit more dense and rounded, if you can see that. So it's kind of, you know, like, you see? So, anyway. And it's kind of fluffier. Um, anyway. You're going to take Privacy, which is that dark brown. And you want to be kind of light with this, unless you want a really dark brown smoky eye, I guess. It's technically smoky eye. But you're going to put it in your crease, starting on the outer corner, and kind of make a bit of a rounded V to make your eyes, it makes it look like a bit more almond shaped. So you're just gonna kind of like tap it in and blend it. And you want to be careful because, you know, it's kind of like you don't really see it at first, and then like boom, it's there. So you want to be light, because you can always add more, but it's, you know, if you want to take it away, you gotta redo the whole eye look. So, you know, just kind of go easy. So you see how that kind of just adds depth, I guess, dimension. Because like looking at it, on my mirror, I'm like, oh, I don't really see it that much, so I want to add more. But then, like, looking at the camera and looking at the above mirror, it looks really dark. So that's why I'm saying it's good to have multiple mirrors, because it allows you to kind of get different angles so you don't look like a fool. So yeah, you just kind of blend that. You don't want the edges to be super harsh, because that kind of, you don't want it to look like a stamp, you know, you don't want it to look like you just stamped something on your eye. Kind of, like I said, it's not super natural, but like, it's kind of like on the more natural side of like glam. So you can blend that as far out as you want. I kind of stop around, like, just a little bit past my brow bone. But yeah, blending is what takes up the most time, and I kind of learned through like trial and error that blending is really important. So, you know, and if you're still, you know, struggling to find out what works for you, um, you know, makeup wise, don't be afraid going out looking like a fool, because there are plenty of pictures of me just looking stupid with stupid makeup, but I had fun doing it, and I felt like I was living my best life in the moment. Looking back, I'm like, girl, what were you doing? But, you know, that's kind of the point of makeup. Like, if someone showed me that video, I would be like, or like a picture of my horrible makeup, I would be like, oh, what was I thinking? But I'm not like super embarrassed. Just because, like, I feel like everyone has bad makeup pictures. So if you're still trying to figure out what works for you, just kind of, you know, do it, and you'll figure it out along the way. I have like 2 eye makeup looks that I can do well, that I feel like look like I actually know what I'm doing. And it's this one, and then one that's super pink, and that I use for like, you know, really fancy stuff. So it really is just trial and error. You gotta figure out what works for you. So yeah, I'm gonna pause this and then go do the other eye, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so once you have both sides blended in roughly the same shape, for me, since I'm right-handed, my left side is always going to be a bit wonkier, but, you know, it's whatever. You're going to take your same brush that you were using for the champagne color for Turn On and for Young Love. I need to start using the actual names if someone's following with their palette. Anyway, take the same brush and grab more of Turn On and just kind of reapply it to make it pop more, because with all the blending you kind of lose it, and you want it to be a bit of like a you know, bright light in there to make it pop. So you want to reapply it while still kind of keeping the shape. I lost it a bit much on the left eye, but it's fine. So you just kind of like dust it on. You don't need too much, just enough. The left one's going through it, but we're gonna ignore that. So now you're gonna go with your eyeliner. I use the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It is my absolute favorite. So highly recommend. It is like expensive, which is annoying, but highly recommend. So I'm gonna show you how I do my right eye and then pause, because I don't really talk much because liner is hard. But you kind of just start off thin on the inner part and then go into the wing. I am doing a wing. I pretty much always do a wing, but, you know. And I know technically you're supposed to map out the wing first, but I do not. I like how it comes out just fine. So then I kind of like pull it down and then follow um your bottom lash line, just kind of follow it up to make the wing. Oh no, that was too thick. Oh no. I messed up. That's way too big. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, never mind. I overreacted. Oh, but there is transfer. Oh, it's so hard. Everything is hard, and I don't like it. Okay, I'm literally just like messing this entire thing up. That is not good. I'm gonna wipe off this entire eye and do it again, so give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Uh, if you're sitting there wondering, like, oh my god, did she actually just go and redo that entire eye? Yes, I did, and it took longer than I want you guys to know. Um, so, don't get cocky, kids. You're gonna mess up sometimes. Normally, I have, like, no problem doing my right eye liner, but, you know, I just got a bit ahead of myself. So, what I was saying, start small, and get wider, follow your bottom lash line to make the wing, and you just kind of draw a line and then make a triangle. That's the easiest way I've found. So I'm not going to rush this time. Go carefully. That's not my greatest, but it's close enough to what I usually do. Um, so I'm going to go and do the other one real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so they are very uneven, but I don't care. So then you're gonna go in with mascara. This is the Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express Waterproof Mascara, because your girl cries a lot. So you take it and you apply it. I think everyone knows how to apply mascara. It's one of the first things, like, I don't know about like you guys, but it was the first makeup thing that I was allowed to wear. Besides, you know, like chapstick, but I don't think that really counts. So you just kind of like apply it, you know? I don't know what's going on with these lashes. They're like blonde. So they need some extra love. And they're clumpy. Why are my natural lashes clumpy? Did I fall asleep in mascara? Why would they be blonde then? I don't know what's going on. You don't want to apply too much, but they're still kind of like blonde. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. I'll brush them out with like a spoolie. And then I put it on my bottom lashes, but just the outer part. Kind of like that effect it gives. Wow, today just isn't my day. I don't know what's going on. There we go. So I'm gonna, give me 1 second, I'm gonna use a spoolie and kind of fix it. Okay, now that that's sorted out, that's pretty much the eyes done. I think so. I'm sure I'm forgetting something I usually do. But now on to base makeup. I take the Benefit Professional Primer, and you just get a little bit, and put it in your, well, I put it in my T-zone, that's where I get the most oily. And I really like this primer. It kind of turns like a powdery consistency almost. So I think it's pretty cool. And you don't really have to be careful with this because it blends to nothing. It's just kind of like a barrier. Give yourself a little face massage while you're doing it. Pamper yourself. Then you're gonna do foundation, which is why you have to wet your beauty blender. I recommend wetting it. I didn't know you were supposed to wet it for a very long time, so now I wet it. I use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Light Ivory. And it doesn't, like, before you all get shocked, I know it doesn't look like it's my shade when I first put it on, but then when I blend it, it's not that bad. I only tried it for the first time last week, and it was in the video, and it was really funny, and I liked it, and then I deleted it, and I was so mad. But yeah, see, it doesn't look like it's my shade at all, but once, you know, I blend it and then, add bronzer and stuff, it's not that bad. This is the only thing about having black hair. Like, if I get foundation in it, it's gonna show. So you just bounce it in. Don't drag it. Just, like, bounce it. Make sure you get your ears and your neck. You can drag it down your neck, because who cares about neck wrinkles, am I right, ladies? And if your chest is showing, you're gonna want to take it, you know, blend it into your chest a bit, too. So I'm gonna blend this and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, blended out, it's not as dramatic. I'm gonna do bronzer. I use the e.l.f. Light Matte Bronzer. I think I got this from the dollar store, to be honest. Where is my bronzer brush? There it is. This is a Color Workshop large concealer brush, but I like it for bronzer. Sue me. This is kind of like contour, I guess, but I don't do that much, so I just say bronzer. But I guess technically it's contour. I don't know. I don't really care. I just do what I want. So you want to suck in your cheeks and then do it like that. and then kind of blend it everywhere that the sun hits naturally, because this is creating shadows. So doing it on, when you suck in your cheeks, doing it there, it kind of gives the illusion of having a slimmer face. You can contour your nose too, but I don't, because I don't really care. But just make sure you blend it so it doesn't look like you just have like dirt on your face. So you see how that just kind of makes you look thinner? Thin people don't need it, but us chunky gals, or guys, you know, sometimes we need a little extra help. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of want to make it darker closer to your ear, and then make it lighter towards your mouth, so it kind of looks natural. And once you kind of apply it, you don't really have to suck in your cheeks anymore. I know some people blend it with their cheeks sucked in, but you don't really have to. That's just, people who want to be extra. And this pulls all my baby hairs out, so I'm going to have to put my headband on again. But just blend, blend, blend. That's the annoying thing about makeup. It's all blending. But some people like that. So, just kind of snatch it. And then I'm going to go with blush. I used the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. And this is a brush from like a kit I got at Walmart, so they don't have names. You could use pink eyeshadow, which looks kind of cute. There's definitely some pinks in the Naked Cherry palette that could be a cute blush. But that's kind of like harsh and extreme. I do like harsh blush. And I know I look very white, like whitewashed, washed out in the camera, but it's not that bad. It's just because of the light. So you're gonna apply the blush. You kind of just smile and put it on your apples of your cheeks. I like a very pink look because I just do. But you do you. I'm looking at the mirror, as I said. Sorry if you can hear the thunder, by the way. It is raining. But it must not be that loud because my dog is fine. And she hates thunder, so. Now I'm going to go in with my powder. I used the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade 11, Creamy Neutral. So this kind of like, it's better in my opinion than translucent powder, because if you go a bit harsh on your blush or your bronzer, sorry, right into my throat, it kind of softens it and adds another like blending agent. You want to put it everywhere that you put foundation, because it's setting your foundation. So just kind of, I don't know why I look so light in the video. I'm not that light, I promise. I am very light, but not that light. Oh god. I don't know if you can see there's a little black dot on my eye. I'm gonna have to fix that. Ugh. Makeup is annoying. Like, it's fun to do. It's annoying. So after powder, you can do highlighter. Yeah. So I use the e.l.f. Blush Gems highlighter. Again, there's some shades in the Urban Decay palette that could work as a cute highlighter. Like, Turn On, the shade that you put on your eye, would look cute as a highlighter. And I use, It brushes for Ulta. It's a foundation brush, but I like it for highlighter. And I love this highlighter. It's very subtle and kind of gives you that like glow from within glow, which I like. I really don't like when makeup looks kind of like dewy. I like matte, so I never wear lip gloss. Like, you'll pretty much never catch me with lip gloss on. I hate it with a passion. I hate how it looks on me. Some girls, like Rihanna, when she did like her lip glosses, she looks bomb. But with me, I just look like a wet rat. And you know, I'm not super fan of that. So I just put it on my cheekbones and my nose, and I will put it on my Cupid's bow, but we gotta do lipstick first. So I'm actually excited for lipstick. I'm doing something fun. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, and I ran a poll on Twitter of what shade I should do, or what color, either green or purple, and I think purple won, but I really want to do green, so I'm doing green. I'm sorry, I know it's not good, but so it comes with this little like pan that you mix it on. I'm gonna have my makeup wipe ready, so I don't like mess. So to make green, if I remember correctly from kindergarten, it's yellow and blue. Pretty sure. I might Google it, but pretty sure. Um, so yeah, that's just what you do. I'm cleaning the brush real quick because I haven't cleaned it in a while. Sorry, not sorry, but it needs to be cleaned. It's got a lot of purple in there. Why did I do purple? So I'm gonna pause this and I'll be right back when this is clean. Okay, so I didn't really get the brush that clean, but I'll just use a different brush. I don't care. But the spatula is clean. So yellow and blue. You're gonna just scrape up some yellow, put it on there, and then scrape up some blue, and mix them. You're gonna need more than that. Okay. Get a big old chunk of yellow. I've never actually mixed with this palette before. Ooh, this is looking kind of swampy green. Not loving that. Grab some more blue. Mix, 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 mix. Why is it so swampy? I don't want it so swampy. I thought I was going to have to add a bunch of black to make it as dark as I wanted it. This is too dark. This is like swamp green. Not loving that. Get some more yellow. This is very forest green. Which, like, I'm not super mad at, but, like, kind of mad at. You know that? You know what I'm saying? You see, it's kind of like forest green. Maybe I'll add some white. I don't have too much white. And there's a little bit of red in the white, but, you know, whatever. Oh, that's working. not super well, but it's getting there. So I'm gonna pause this again and fiddle with this and try and get the green that I want. Okay, so I got the color. It's not exactly what I wanted. I kind of wanted like a dark, like Loki green, you know, from Avengers. Um, the only reason I have it kind of applied is because I just kind of wiped the spatula off. So last week I used, okay, this brush. It's a little angled eyeshadow brush. It actually worked pretty well. That's the color I ended up with. It's kind of a swampy green, and there's fuzz in it. That's gross. So I'm going to try and apply it. My mom just got home. So I actually do kind of like this color. So I'm going to pause this, put it on, and then I'll be back at the end. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. The lipstick isn't exactly how I thought it would be, but I'm not mad. I like it. So yeah, it's kind of like a foresty green, and I need to fix that black dot, but I'm not going to because I don't care. So yeah, that's the look.